Hi there, when it is currently the 17th of March 2015. Meteorologist Robert Spetty here with you today. Today I'm starting off with the track from Tropical Storm Bavi. This is, of course, the main topic. But the key thing to note here as we look at the track is this storm system is weakening. Right now, look at that. Wind 65 gusting to 93 kilometers per hour. And you can see here on the side of the screen, you can find this at the Tropical Information Center at the website, by the way. It did intensify, but where that red line is, that's indicating the current intensity. And right after it, we had this big drop off in the forecast from the Japan Meteorological Agency. And I'll even show this on your screen here. What you can see is that over the course of the next 24 hours, this basically weakens out and just becomes a weak tropical depression. So in today's update, that's basically the main topic here. We are going to be talking about the forecast with this storm and what, and if ever, we're going to be seeing any impacts there on the Philippines. Let's take a look at the current satellite imagery. And, well, at first glance, when we look at this looks very, very intense. It almost looks like a typhoon, doesn't it? Remember, you're looking at visible satellite imagery here. This shows you all the cloud tops. It shows you the low clouds, the high clouds. It's what you basically see from space. So what we have is we have some pretty decent banding coming around the southern periphery, also off towards the north, abundance of outflow. That's what it looks like. Let's go ahead, get rid of that. Let's put up the infrared imagery. Totally different picture what we're seeing here. Remember, the low clouds, yeah, that's basically almost looks like fair weather cumulus if you were on the ground here. This one little spot, that's basically where the vorticity max is with the storm system. This one little spot, that is where we are seeing that rain showers at this time. The convection, well, you are also seeing some pretty high winds here, but this is the only spot that really is seeing severe weather inside this tropical storm. The rest of that cloud cover, you can't even pick it up here on the infrared imagery. It only picks up temperature because they are all low-lying clouds and they are much warmer. Main reason for this is we are just seeing that vertical wind shear come in. Winds right now sustained at 35 gusting to 50 knots, pressure at 990 HPA. To be honest, I think it really is struggling to even keep that right now. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if in the near future the Japan Meteorological Agency does drop this as a tropical storm once again. Let's take a look actually at the surface analysis put out by weathercaster Michael Williams here. You have your tropical storm. Basically, the big thing we have been seeing with this, it is getting shear towards the northeast. We have the front off there towards the northeast. Jet stream's been dipping down. And when I'm talking about shear, I'm talking about those high upper level winds coming in from the west. You have the low level winds coming in from the east. So basically, it's kind of like blowing out a candle. You have winds coming this way, winds coming that way. These type of storms in the tropics do not like that. Now, if we're talking about the northern hemisphere, or farther off towards the north into the polar regions, as far as severe weather, they love wind shear. Tropical systems don't. You can even see it here on the bigger picture of the satellite imagery. That's the outflow pulling off here towards the north. We have a front pushing through, a little upper level trough. That's just going to continue to carry this away. So what's the impact going to be on the Philippines? Actually, by the way, this is that shear analysis I'm talking about, and the storm system continuing to encounter it as it continues to track off there towards the west. Winds right now in the upper levels 30 to 40 knots of shear. But let's talk about the impact here on the Philippines. Well, basically, I'm going to go ahead and put up the Meteo Earth app. I love using this application, by the way, guys. You can find this on the App Store for basically any platform. I'm just going to give them a big promo here because they have been nice enough to really let me use this application. Usually it's quite expensive. But the big thing is you can see the wind circulating around this just north of the app. You have some precipitation. The northern periphery, you're still seeing some pretty high winds. But the main reason for that is because we have that high pressure off towards the north. It's just mostly gradient-induced winds because south of that center of circulation, there's nothing really there. Big thing, I think, when this comes to the Philippines, that gradient's going to let us up. And as it tracks off there towards the west, this whole storm system weakens by Thursday, going to Friday. I mean, just look at this. There's nothing there. All we're going to see in the Philippines this coming weekend is possibly some afternoon showers. Some of them could become strong. I mean, I'm not going to completely discount this from having any impact on the country because look at this, Saturday and the Sunday, it's just going to be more or less the leftover rainfall coming out of this. The instability in the atmosphere combined with the daytime heating, you're going to see scattered showers across eastern portions of Luzon extending down through northern Visayas. Some areas as much as 50 millimeters, maybe even 100 millimeters could occur. Now, I know those are numbers, but the key thing to keep in mind is this is great news. Too much rain can be a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, we could see some localized flooding. But this is great news. The Philippines has been in drought. We're right in between the northeast monsoon and the southwest monsoon coming in. That would usher in some moisture. So we're kind of in the Philippine summer here. They need the rain. You need it. We've been seeing numerous fires in the capital of Manila for the past several weeks. This is going to be some great news. So definitely looking forward towards the precipitation. I know I've been asked by several people, is there a chance this could reconsolidate? Whenever you say, is there a chance something could happen in weather, my response usually is yes, there is a chance. The better question, if you do want to check out our Facebook page and ask these questions, is there a high chance or is it likely that the storm will re-intensify? And the answer to that is no. This is probably what we're going to see this coming week, and at least by the latter part of the week, is just the leftover instability coming on shore and bringing some well-needed rainfall to the country. So that's basically all I got for right now, everyone. Yeah, just check out this forecast here, also from the Meteo Earth platform. Basically, just show over the next 3 days there in Manila. Put it up on here on your screen. And all we're going to be seeing is temperatures there into the mid to low 30s, partly cloudy skies. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, at least through Thursday, as I mentioned, Friday into Saturday. That's when the conditions could be some passing showers kicking